It seems that there is a strong conditioned response in me to have children, and that if I don't, I've failed. When I play with the idea of letting go of this whole idea of having children, a massive, and I mean a massive burden is lifted from my consciousness. It's like, what is now supposed to anchor my consciousness? Is this what it's meant to surrender attachments? Just know that when I'm commenting on experiences, I don't really know what your experience is. I'm just commenting and bringing up ideas to help you question more and explore more. So it's not like a right answer, it's a perspective that I'm giving, and take it as that. Yeah. The reason that I say that with this question is because wanting children isn't necessarily seeking. I see wanting children as also wanting food, or it's a natural part of life to want children. But wanting children can become seeking. It can become this craving that there is a you, and this you needs to achieve that in order to be a loved person that is respected in a community. So there is this other energy which bestows it. And none of that's true. That is a misidentification. So you're believing and you're imagining that in having children you will become free in some way. It might not feel like that, but that's the feeling that comes in the body. Like you must do that in order to be loved. And what you're actually looking for is your essence, is the consciousness and the beingness of what you are, this moment. You're looking for who you truly are, which is pure emptiness, the pure empty looking, and that I am. But your mind attaches that to it is in becoming a father. However, I would really like to reiterate that becoming a parent isn't necessarily seeking. Getting a house isn't necessarily seeking. Wanting money isn't necessarily seeking. It also can be a natural desire. So it says, so then you go on to say, it's like what is now supposed to anchor my consciousness. So your pure consciousness, the consciousness that we're speaking about, doesn't need anchoring. Like it is everywhere looking freely. It is in all things. It's in the wall. It's in the room, it's in the space, it's in the silence, it's in the movement, it's in the computer, it's in the humming of the fans of the computer. The I am is everywhere. It's free. It's never been contained. So who you are in this moment is always free. It doesn't need anchoring. It doesn't need anything in order to fulfill it. It's totally fulfilled, even if the person is deeply depressed and suffering lots. Your consciousness is always free. It's the birthright of life. But when the person is deeply suffering, that is all that can be seen, is the deep suffering. So that's what the reality feels like everything is suffering. Like I am somebody that's suffering. So your true consciousness doesn't need anchoring. However, the person, the character, might need anchoring. I found, not at the time, but after having Khaleesi, really good for anchoring me, because I've been traveling a lot for many years, and you can't do that so much with a dog. I do travel with Khaleesi. She's maybe the most well-traveled dog in the world. Well, not in the world, but it anchored my life more, and I found that that was a good thing when I look on the character level. It helped. But, you know, because it's something I had to look after and, you know, stay in one place for, and, you know, those types of things. So having children on the human level can be very anchoring, can be really satisfying. You know, it can create beautiful sense of family, and can be a really beautiful way of life, a really beautiful experience. Yeah. So you're asking that question, you know, what's supposed to anchor my consciousness? I suppose you're asking that question from the character's perspective. So it's the character that's concerned about, you know, what is going to anchor my life. And that's a healthy thing to do, to have anchors in your life, to have routines and people and situations.